Alright, 2003 Silverado. I've got the bed removed to try and show you some of these lighting issues. I was hoping to find a pinched wire underneath the bed, but no such luck. So let's go through this real quick as far as ground wires. Well, I still got some daylight left. So there's one ground wire here on top of where the spare tire would go. And you'll see a little nut zert there. I actually added another ground from the frame to the underside of the bed, which obviously is disconnected right now. So that's one ground there. This is a static ground for the fuel filler. Just goes to the bed when it's on there, but that wouldn't have anything to do with electrical. Another ground near the rear of the cab underneath. You can see it there. There's a strap, a pretty heavy strap. There's one on each side that goes from the underneath of the cab to the frame. There are a couple of grounds here that come from, I'm assuming, the main harness that go to the front cab mount. And then pop the hood. There is, let's see here, on the firewall. So the wire to the right was the one that comes off of the main harness over here and did go down back behind the engine. It felt tight, but it's really hard to get to. So just to be on the safe side, I clipped it and I attached it to the firewall because I could feel the bolt back there, but I could not get it loose. I don't know how in the world they put that on. It must have before the cab's on. So that ground is there. Battery has two cables coming off the negative. One goes to the engine block, and the other one goes down here to the frame. I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up here or not, but nah, not really much daylight. But anyway, right here is where that ground comes down. You can't really see it. But as far as I know, those are the only grounds, or at least those are the only ones I can find. If anybody knows of any more, I'd be glad to hear about where they're at. But anyway, there's that. I went through and I replaced all the bulbs, even if they looked right. I looked up the manual, found out where each bulb went where, and I made sure and I bought new bulbs of the right kind, put them in each spot. So the vehicle's running, lights are off. Go ahead and hit the brakes. You can see the brake lights light up, third brake light lights, everything's great. Okay, brake off, left turn signal. You'll see that the left signal blinks normally in the rear. Front left signal, both the main and the side marker lamp both blink in unison. Okay, right signal, same story, right front and right side marker blink in unison. And the right rear blinks just fine. Okay, signal off, headlights on. Headlights are on. Okay, you'll see that the tail lights are on. Both of the license plate lamps are lit. Headlight, and I don't know if you want to call those parking lamps or daytime running lamps or whatever they're called in this application, but they're lit. Everything's lit that's supposed to be lit. Now turn on the left turn signal. With the left turn signal, the bulbs alternate. In the front, that's the left. Right side, since the headlamps are on, I mean they're lit. And the left, I don't know if you really tell it, but it's barely blinking. Not a lot, but you can definitely tell this one's blinking. This is the left signal with the headlamps on. And this is what the tail lamps do. Both the tail and turn signal flash, both sides alternating, as well as the center high mount stop lamp. Okay, turn the left off and right on. Now that the right's on, you can see, I don't know if you saw it just a second ago, but when the left was on, it did the same thing obviously, but the left turn signal lamp flashed brighter. This time the right side is on, the right side flashes brighter, even though the left side still blinks. Center high mount blinks. The right front blinks, it also blinks alternating. And just the reverse of what happened earlier. The left is on and the side marker lamp is barely blinking, but it is blinking. So without the headlights on, things seem to work just fine. Also, turn the signal off. Go to the rear here. Got tail lamps are on. Hit the brakes. Center high mount brake lamp works, but the turn signal lamps light up on the braking circuit. These are also lit as part of the tail lamps. They went dim, but the turn signal lamps are bright. Okay, brake off. Everything goes back to normal. So it appears that when the lights are off, the headlamps, when the headlamps are off, everything works fine. When they're on, everything goes wonky. Brakes and turn signals. So hopefully somebody's got some ideas here, because I'm running out of them. I also a couple days ago, this tail light junction box here, whatever you want to call it, I was piddling around trying to figure out what's going on. I'm moving wires, I'm shaking stuff, I'm doing whatever, and I noticed that as I pushed on this, like just put some pressure on it, whatever, kind of moved it around, the lights would flicker. So I thought, aha, I got a bad box, right? So I went up, I picked the box, put it in. Nothing really changed. I could put all the pressure on it I want, I can move it around, I can jiggle wires, I can do anything I like, no changes. So I'm not sure what's going on there or what was going on there before, but replacing that didn't solve anything. So this bed was removed prior by someone else who seems like they didn't really know what they were doing. I'm wondering if the taillights were connected when they tried to remove the bed and maybe they strained them. But like I said, without the headlamps on, they work just fine. So I'm no electrician here, but I could use some help. Hang on. So if anybody's got any ideas, please feel free to let me know. Thanks.